Hi everyone, welcome back to Cricket Talks with Rish. And today we have a special episode. We're going to talk about finally how RCB won their first title in 16 years and made all their fans very happy. And with us today we have three more of my friends coming in and speaking: An, Suryansh, and Nikhil. So it's going to be a wonderful talk show and discussing about how RCB's culture and how did they go about this last 1 month, which eventually led them to title win. So first of all, I'd like to start with Nikhil. Nikhil, what do you feel about RCB in their own home ground? First of all, where they played 5 matches, and how did they go about it? And what do you feel was motivated them in that league?
So as far as the RCB's performance was concerned at their home turf, they had basically won 3 matches out of the five, right?
Yeah,
So as we all always talk about the 12th man, which is the fans of the cricket, RCB is indeed very lucky to have such a loyal fan base because they have
yeah,
they have won zero titles from like past 16 years, but still their fans come in large numbers and the crowd and they support their team no matter whatever the outcome is. So I believe that the factor will be their crowd for this title, and I believe that more than the players, the crowd deserve to be the champions because of their loyalty throughout the 16 seasons, and that is what I believe have made RCB such a loyal and successful brand. Indeed, now it has become successful from past as compared to last 16 years. So
yeah.
that is what I believe it is. Yeah.
True, and it's actually very fascinating to see the amount of support that even the women's team has got in Bengaluru, because we have always heard about the men's team: Virat Kohli, Maxwell, Fab, De Villiers getting a lot of support for RCB whenever they play in Bengaluru. But it's the first time WPL has gone to Bangalore, and every game, no matter even if RCB was playing or no, the fans have been superb. Like you could see compared to Delhi, if I would say there was more fans in Bengaluru. The atmosphere was totally different, and it was a really vibe, especially when Bangalore games were held. So I think that was a really good motivator for them. But Nikhil, don't you think the Bangalore pitch also helped RCB in general with their bowling suit, because they have a very dynamic bowling lineup as well with spinners and Elise Perry, who's the queen now for RCB, the main career. So I
Uh,
think the pitch suited them really well as well.
yeah, it is indeed because as we all know that Bangalore pitch is like a graveyard for the bowlers. So apart from Chal, no one has been able to be successful over there. So
True,
I
true.
believe that this RCB support staff and coaching has been an awesome thing because of their coach staff. I would believe that they were able to successfully, perform well in those batting conditions, batting friendly pitches, perform well in those things. And
Yeah.
LC Perry is indeed a good player. Whoever, whatever we can say, how much ever if we are not even an RCB fan, also we have to agree that she is a good player, indeed a good player, and a good find and a good buy from RCB at the auction table also.
Exactly. I think what Elise Perry has done for RCB is what will make every cricket fan proud, because the way she's from Australia, but the way she took responsibility of this whole team, like she was literally carrying them whenever required, and she was always there to support them. So that was one wonderful aspect of Elise Perry to be honest about. Now moving on to the next part, Suryansh, as you all know, they entered Delhi leg where they didn't start really well. They lost a few games and then they had to win their last game against Mumbai Indians, which was a do or die for them to qualify. So, what do you got to say about the conditions in Delhi compared to Bangalore, and how do you think RCB revived after a couple of losses early in Delhi?
So I believe the Delhi leg started and they had the first match against Delhi Capitals, which is the home team of Delhi.
Yeah,
So that they lost by a single run. So I think
exactly.
that would have felt a lot. But I believe after that some players performed at the best level. For example, Elise Perry, she's the king, she's the queen, and she's fifth. And in the very next match, which they played, which was the last match before the playoffs and the final, they played against Mumbai Indians, and I believe that innings was, I believe, the best innings of her lifetime. She took 6 wickets and just gave meager 15 runs, and I believe she clean swept the whole team, and that uh, speaks a lot of words for her. So I don't think I can say it in a better way, but I believe she's been the queen of RCB for the last 3 matches, and she's the reason why they have reached the finals and they won it yesterday. Inshallah Cup Namdu. That is because of her. That's what I feel.
True, exactly. And it takes a lot of, what do you say, courage and boldness as RCB go along, like the tagline, play bold. I think that was really shown the way LEC Perry bowled that day with Mumbai Indians, because Mumbai Indians were sitting quite on the top two easily. They were comfortable, and I think they were the first team as well to qualify for the playoffs in this year's WPL again. So to defeat Mumbai Indians in that stature, she just dominated that game. Like, I don't think Mumbai had a chance in any aspect once she came on to bowl. That probably was, I think, if not the best, I'm surely one of the best spells of WPL history in the last 2 years, because 6 wickets for 15 runs, incredible. I think after they are lost to Delhi, not many would have expected them to win against Mumbai Indians, because about the team and how they are in general. But me being a Mumbai fan has to accept that was a really thrashing by RCB there. LEC Perry had absolutely dominated us, and that showed that okay, there is some spark in this RCB team. Like, they can do something if they are consistent. And Suryansh, talking on that point, three in a row. Like, even though they won against RCB, they still had to play Mumbai in the eliminator and then against Delhi in the final. So, how do you think they managed that? That streak against top two teams.
I believe when they played the playoff match against Mumbai Indians, I believe like the earlier match which they played against Mumbai, the Mumbai Indians were having absence of key player Yakshika Bhatia. She was not well on that day, so it affected Sajana to take her place, and I believe because of this the team MI became a bit disbalanced, because the middle order batsmen had to bat at the top, and because of which the balance was not there, and I believe this helped RCB to win that match in case. And then the qualifier which they played, that match I believe MI were still had that deadlock that the last match they were defeated so badly. So I believe that somewhere it affected them psychologically, and it's what they say players. It's what people say that you 70% of the game you win in your head, and then 30% you perform and play and win. But 70% is in your head. So I believe that is where MI were not able to catch out and take the benefit, but they could have performed well. That is where it affected them. That's what I feel.
True, and actually, if you ask me personally, I think Mumbai were favourites to win the eliminator. Like, they needed 15 of 12. I mean, who will not expect you to win from that when you have at least 6 to 7 wickets in the bag? And it was just, and if you know that Richa Ghosh had just missed a stumping as well. So we thought that might of Harmanpreet. So that we thought might just be curtains on RCB's campaign again. But they got in the same over, Sri Lanka, I think, if I'm not wrong, got Harmanpreet caught in the boundary, and that turned the game. But I still feel, okay, you're the captain. That shot, she believed that she could clear the rope. You can't blame her for that, because if that was a six, you would say, okay, the game is done. So there was a worthwhile shot. But I feel a bit more responsibility could have been done even after Harman got out, because our number 5, number 6 are batters. They're not bowlers. Like, even if you go
Exactly,
to
they had Amelia Kerr, who should have taken the lead and finished the
yeah,
game.
exactly. Amelia Kerr was there as well. Then Pooja Vastakar also joined there, if I'm not wrong. And they all have capabilities of batting. The way Sajana also got out that day was really shocking. Like, she was not in her usual touch, if you ask me personally. And I think the pressure got to Mumbai eventually. And but nothing away from RCB. Asha as well. The way she believed in herself to tell the captain that she will bowl, really incredible. So I think it was overall in both the legs, RCB showed their worth, and I think you could say they are the reserve champions, isn't it, Suryansh?
Exactly, they deserved it. The
And
mentality which they showed throughout the tournament is what separates a winner from a lose. That's what I would like to say.
exactly. Now I'm going to talk to, I think, the most loyal RCB fan I've probably met in this entire show. Ahan, first of all, congrats to you. Your uh, loyalty has finally
Thank you,
got
thank
fruit. Your RCB have won a title. How do you feel, firstly, on that?
you. I can't really put it into words how I feel about this win. Just since last night, it's just been a bizarre moment. 16 years we've waited for this very moment to come, and I mean it's finally come. I mean we would have actually wanted from the men's team too, but the women's team brought it for us. It's a very good moment. Very happy about it, and hopefully the men's can win it too.
Exactly. I think this will be a really good motivation for the RCB men's team. They are starting their campaign in what, just 3 days, 72 hours
3
from
days
now.
in.
We'll be seeing RCB CSK take on head to head. I'm sure will be an entertainer. We'll get back to that soon. But I will like to talk to you about what you, since you follow RCB really closely. I would like to know what you felt about this year's RCB core team, like about the coaching, about the team environment in general, and what do you feel was different in themselves? Like, how did they portray themselves as a family on the pitch as well?
So initially, after the auction, I thought, okay, yeah, we've gotten a few good all-rounders in. We had gotten in Kiet Cross, who I thought would start for the team. But
Mm-hmm.
we always knew that the all-rounder cap was around, so it would not be easy to fit her in.
True.
So again, it was the feeling was there that the bowling might lack creativity, might lack a bowler who can actually get you wickets. We obviously
Mm-hmm.
had Renuka, but you can't just expect her to perform in every game, get the crucial wickets for you. But I feel Sophie Molyneux, Asha, and all were just superb throughout the tournament, getting the crucial wickets when you needed it. And the batting was obviously very good since last season. That
Yeah.
was the one area where RCB has always been good, even in men's and women. The batting has always been strong. But this time the bowlers really proved their worth and they came through in crucial moments, got us the wins, and
Yeah.
they are one of the biggest seasons we've actually won the finals.
Exactly, and as you said about Renuka, I think this tournament she was quite out of form for her own
Yeah,
standards.
she was not as she expect. It was not expected out of her to
Yeah,
be this out of form. But I think this tournament was more about the spinners. As you know, the top three players in the purple cap were the three spinners from RCB who
exactly.
got the wickets in the finals and who've shown out through the tournament.
Yeah.
And just one of the biggest I think one of the biggest reasons we actually won a tournament is also Ellis Perry. Been absolutely beautiful throughout the tournament. Played exceptionally well. Came through for the team in the last three games where we needed her to. Like the
Yeah.
eliminator against Mumbai, stuck through the end, got the win. The must-win game in the group stages, she picked up 6 wickets and again stayed till the end. And in the finals, held her ground, bat till the last ball and got us the win. Along with Richan and Smithy, who also played well. Divine started off well. So it
Yeah.
was a team win. Everyone performed. But I think the main credit for the finals has to go to the bowlers. Because I think
Mhm.
without that over from Sophie Molyneux, the game was looking out of hand the way Delhi started.
Yeah, they were like
And
6 over
just
63.
those 3 wickets, just to get the big wicket of Shafali, then to come and bowl 2 beautiful balls to Capsy and Jamima and just get them for ducks. Super bowling. And then from there, I
Exactly.
think Sri Lanka taking Meg Lanni's wicket turned the game in our favour. The rest of the spinners came in, got the wickets, crucial wickets, ended off on a good note, 414 to win. And I think as our innings started, they did feel the pressure. Like we were
Yeah.
going at a slow rate. Obviously, it's a finals, you're going to feel pressure. Going at a slow rate, but they kept building onto that. We did lose 2 wickets, and then it was seeming like, yeah, this might be tough to get through the line. But then we had Perry and Richa out there, and I don't think any RCB fan lost hope in them. And they took it through the line.
Exactly, and that was one beautiful thing to see because the way Perry showed responsibility in such a slow pitch, if I have to say, the hot ball of the
Definitely.
spinners was holding up. It was not like a skidder or it was not coming easy onto the bat. So that was a really responsible knock, and I think more so this year from the RCB team, they've done a lot of team bonding sessions as well. We have seen through their social media. They had a retro
They
day.
had the retro night.
Yeah, then they had a karaoke session as well. So I think this all just helps, build a connection within the team because you have a lot of overseas players.
Definitely.
So you
Definitely.
have like Perry, Veram is new, Sophie Molyneux. So to just get that into that in spirit was, I think, really heartwarming to see, and that showed in the pitch. As they said yesterday, Shriyanka told like it was a family type because RCB had done it so well.
It's
Yeah,
always been like this. RCB team has always been like one big family, including the
exactly.
fans, the players, throughout from the men's team to the women's team. It's all
True.
been one big group. Whichever players come and just fit into the team, they know they're playing for that batch. They know who they're playing for. They know that however bad you might perform in one season, you will come back stronger next season because you've got the fans behind you. And I think
Exactly.
that's what this team is all about. That's what the franchise is all about. All about the support from us behind the players to perform. Even if they have a bad game, they'll bounce back in the next game. That's RCB for you.
And finally, on that point, I would like to ask you about Smriti Mandana. Just 12 years, 12 months back, She was being criticized for not handling RCB, finishing last in the table in 2023. But in 2024, it's totally different. 12 months later, she is a WPL winning captain. So, what do you think must have gone through her in these 12 months, and what do you think her change in leadership was in this season compared to last year?
I think in everyone's first season as captain, even in the men's tournament, it's not all you have the pressure on you. It's your first season as captain. You have to perform for the team.
Yeah.
You have to take on the added responsibility of being a captain while also being a player and playing your part in the team. So that added pressure is always there. And it was not the way we expected her to play the first season. We expect her to come out, get maybe top run scorer, as she is one of the best batsmen of this generation.
Of course.
We expect her to perform well, but pressure gets to everyone. First season not so good. Bounced back in the second season. Came off 3 wins in the first 5 games in the Bangalore leg. Then came over here, played a crucial part in the must-win game, her captaincy, giving the ball to the right bowler who got the wickets, got the breakthrough. And I think also more like MI could have definitely won that game. You all really had it. You all had the game in your hand till Harmanpreet got out. Like 70% of the game was controlled by you all. And the moment that wicket fell, the bowlers just stuck through, played their lines, got the wickets and got us to the line. So I'd say till the group stages, it was more that the bowlers did their part very well. Especially that game also Perry, absolutely beautiful, super player, did her part in both the games against MI, got us to the line. But in the finals, then again, bowling Molyneux right after the power play. It's always risky to bowl a spinner right at the power play because you need wickets. It was more of a track where the pacers should have been taking the wickets, but the spinners came through, bowling her getting the 3 wickets. Absolutely beautiful captaincy from her. And throughout the tournament, they've had their ups and downs, but she always knew that this group was good enough to get there. She had faith in the team, she had faith in herself, and she got us to the line. And that's the captain for us.
Exactly, exactly. Because I think in the first season, as you said, the pressure, because she was the captain of Royal Challengers Bangalore, and the name itself is threatening enough for anyone to go and captain. Because you have had stars like Virat Kohli, you had De Villiers, now you have Faf captaining. So to take over the reins as that captain, I think for herself would have taken time. But the way she has bounced back is immense. And I think on that note, also a very good coaching by the new coach of RCB, Luke Wood, if I'm not wrong. He's just come in this season, and the way he's bonded and the players felt so comfortable with him, that's another really great talent for a coach to have.
Definitely. And I feel like she had said in one interview, I want to achieve what Virat has done for this franchise. Yeah. And just in her second season as captain of the franchise, she's come through with something Virat's not done yet.
Yeah.
She's got the trophy for us, broken the curse, 16 years, waited for this moment. And surprisingly, it was her who came through with it, just in the second season of being a team in the WPL. And I think even if she gets more trophies down the line, she is definitely going to be in the RCB Hall of Fame player. Of course. She's already done something that no one in the men's team has done for us.
Indeed.
It's a real moment for all fans, players. She herself couldn't believe what happened that day. It had not sunk in for her as well, as she said in the interview. Yeah. But she got us to the line, and just beautiful feeling.
True. And I think just going before the conclusion part, which I'll be talking is, I think in this tournament, if you go to see, there were 2 main standouts for RCB, which I've discussed over the talk right now. The spinners especially, because Asha, Molyneux and the Shriyanka. I would like to talk about Shriyanka in particular, because if you see last year, Shriyanka was new, no one had heard about her, but she impressed everyone. Like, even with her batting, with the way she played in Mumbai, and in her bowling, she was that cute little girl who comes, who's unknown. She bowls well. She's a very cheeky player, but there was a bit of inexperience, in that, what I mean, in the first season. But I think when she came into this season, the faith which was shown by RCB by retaining her, and in the way she went about the things, like she got wickets at regular intervals, and I think she was a purple cap holder at the end of the season, if I'm not wrong. So that just shows the growth and belief in she has. And we could hear in her yesterday's interview saying that she has a very competitive spirit. So that, I'm sure, is one of the reasons which is keeping her going, and really kudos to her. And I think one of the main standouts for me was Asha as well. The way she bowled in that opener 5-wicket haul for her, that showed that she was something special. That showed like she had the talent in her, like to take what it is at this big stage. She's a very emotional person, but when it comes to the game, she is really focused, isn't it, Anand?
Definitely. And you can see the contrast between the two. Asha is a very experienced player, has been in the game for so long. Shreyanka is just a 21-year-old who's been in the game for not that long. She is already part of the Indian team, shows how good she actually is. And
Yeah.
her first season, we could say, was not very good. Even the start of this season, she was getting criticized by RC fans that she's not playing well, drop her from the team. But I think they kept faith in her and she really came through for the team. You get to learn from more experienced players. That's how you become better at the game too. And she
True.
got the purple cap. So I think
Exactly.
keeping that faith in her was very important for the team. And she definitely is the future of Indian cricket. So
Yeah.
a great all-round player. She can bat as well. Comes in, hits a few shots, which she did last year as well, did this year too. So
Yeah.
just a great all-rounder for the future. Definitely.
Exactly. And going by the faith topic only, like Elise Perry, like before some absolute wonderful knocks in this WPL. Before that, she was also not scoring consistently and not getting wickets. Even last year, if you go to see, she didn't have the best because she was hyped a lot. You know, Suryansh and Nikhil as well. She was hyped. Like she might be the star player to watch out in the. But 2023 was disappointing, I would say, from her own perspective. But 2024 also in the starting, she had not played to her best. But then they say the big names come when it matters the most. So I think the way she played the last 4 games for RCB absolutely shook the world all around. I know a few of my friends, even CSK friends in Bahrain, saying, "Perry ने कुछ कमाल कर दिया लग रहा है." So it's really special to hear that from the fans all over the globe because they follow WPL and IPL is such a big thing in India, and for Perry to do what she has for RCB is really great. So my highlight, if you ask me personally, is the spinners, Elise Perry, and the emergence of Mandana as a new role, taking the responsibility on top of the order. Any more to add from any of you guys? Please add on. This is just an open discussion. So
No, I think you covered most of it. Yeah, I mean, Perry was a very crucial part of the team. Didn't start out as expected, but she came through in the last 4 games, stuck on till the end in the last 3 games where we actually needed her to. Got the team through the line, won the orange cap, took those 6 wickets against MI, which were very crucial. The best, I think, for me, the best player in a women's game till yet in the IPL we've seen.
yeah,
So yeah, definitely the best player on the team came through for us, got us the trophy. I mean, the rest of the team also did their part, yeah. But I think without her, we wouldn't have been over here. So I'm
true.
just
I agree.
thankful to the RC management that they picked her in the first season,
Yeah.
kept the faith in her, and she's got us here.
Great, great. So, guys, on that note, I'd like to end, but I don't think it'll be incomplete to end it without saying it's not Isala Cup Namde, it is Isala Cup Namdu. And I think if we can see the faces even on Suryansh and Nikhil, they might not be ardent RCB fans, but I'm sure you guys are very happy for what
We are
transpired.
fans of cricket.
Obviously,
We
indeed,
are fans
indeed.
of cricket.
We are fans of cricket. I think as fans of cricket, RCB deserved it because it is a very
Exactly.
happy moment for all of us. And thank
And
you
such
so
a long
much.
journey.
Yes, such a
Also
long
wearing
journey,
the
and finally the
jersey.
girls have done it. So it's really good to see that. And Nikhil is also wearing red. So that is also a plus point in RCB
Yeah.
fan there, I
We
think.
support RCB.
Supporting RCB. And Suryansh is a cricket fan. BCCI ka shirt. Me and Ahan are neutral. We're talking from everyone's perspective. So a really good talk all over. Thank you so much to all of you for joining in this talk, and it was really fun having you all. We'll catch up soon. We'll do another talk soon on the IPL as well. That's also around the corner, and we'll see you all around soon. Thank you
for
guys.
inviting us, Rishabh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rishabh.
Bye.
Bye.